we started our day at the Mifflinburg Buggy Museum. Mifflinburg used to actually be called the Mifflinburg, the Buggy Town, because it was the heart of the buggy making world in the 1800s. And we actually visit the museum, which was based where the Heist family made their buggies, and they made gorgeous buggies. And we were thought initially, oh, how interesting it could be. We are sad to leave after 2 hours. We learned
Wow.
so much, and they have multiple buildings, the factory, the home they lived in, which is absolutely intricately restored. We had more fun learning what each of the kitchen tools in the kitchen did, because they had all these original tools, and they took you through the house, and then the buggy factory and the painting area, and then the repository where they actually sold the vehicles and had them on display. Yeah,
Wow.
so they had the sleighs for the winter time. They had some absolutely intricate artwork
So
on
the
these that
horses
was
were
done.
taking the sleighs. Like,
Yep, the horses were being, this is how the people got around in the 1800s. And so it was really a fascinating. And from there we went to when later on in the 1900s, obviously the automobile came, and for a while these buggy companies actually made the upper part of automobiles. They worked with the Ford company and Chevrolet to build the upper forms of these vehicles. That stopped in the 1940s, but they built this factory, which was the brewery, which was our next stop, where they made the pieces of this that actually went on to become work with the automobiles. And then it had been abandoned, the factory, and we heard from people later during our visit, oh, you should have seen that place when the brothers bought it. When I think it was John and then Paul are the two brothers who bought this. They said, oh my gosh, it's amazing what they've done. You can only imagine what it was like when they bought it. But they really wanted to restore this old historical building. But to go from the buggy, it was a really perfect timing, was to go from the buggy museum, then to head to the actual, to see where these buggies were made, and then to see how it turned into this amazing brewery that clearly is a heart of this community, and the caring of these brothers who also are large employers in town. They do modular homes, and they have custom cabinetry business. So that
oh,
is actually
smart.
what
Yeah.
was first. And so they are really the heart of what keeps this community. Mifflinburg themselves was a really cute, charming town. There's a lot of cute old homes, and there's a beautiful covered bridge. The morning Ryan had to do homework, I went out and visited the bridge, which is actually the oldest bridge in Pennsylvania, which has more
Oh,
covered bridges than anywhere else in the United States. And it's also the oldest one in the United States that still has car and pedestrian traffic.
oh,
It was a
wow.
beautiful bridge. That was the Haspin Plug Bridge, which is also right off the main area of Mifflinburg. So there's just a lot in this little town. And